we need to select the function that represents the graph of y equals x to the fourth after it's been shifted up 6 places and 2 places to the left. And let's start by just looking at the graph for y equals x to the fourth before it's shifted. See, this is a U shape. It's not a parabola. It's because it's x to the fourth instead of x squared, but it looks a lot like a parabola, but it's opening upward, and then the vertex here, the lowest point, is at the origin at 0, 0. And remember, when we studied functions, we learned that when you shift a graph, that causes the equation to change in very specific ways. And the way it works is when you're shifting a graph horizontally to the right or to the left, what you have to do to change the equation is you add a number directly to x. And we call it an inside change because what you do is you end up, when you add the number, you end up putting the addition inside parentheses to show that the addition to x is first before all of the other operations. And we're going to do a shift 2 places to the left here. We'll start with that one. We'll do the vertical shift of 6 places up in a second. And the way to show it, what happens to the equation is we need to add 2 to x like this. See, now instead of the bottom point being at 0, 0, it's at negative 2, 0. We moved to the left 2 places, and then look what happened to the equation. We added positive 2 directly to x. It's the first operation done, and then the fourth power comes after that. It's inside parentheses. It's an inside change. And one question is, why did we add positive 2 instead of negative 2? It seems like we should add negative 2 since we're moving to the left, and left is the direction of the negative numbers on the x-axis. And horizontal shifts are weird that way. It's the opposite of what you would expect. When you are shifting to the left in the negative direction on the x-axis, you have to add a positive number. So we need to add positive 2. If we had shifted to the right 2 places, we would have needed to add negative 2 to x. It's the opposite of what you'd expect. Now let's go to the vertical shift. We need also to get the final graph here, we need to go up 6 places. Now vertical shifts, it's simple to figure out what the sign should be. We're going to add another number here, and we're going to add positive 6 because it's an upward shift. If we shifted down, we would add negative 6. And then the way vertical shifts work is you add a number not directly to x, but to the entire right side of the equation. And so we need to add positive 6 to the entire right side. We can just put plus 6 out here. This is the graph. See, we moved this up. We started at 0, 0, then we went to the left 2 places, and that gave us a lowest point of negative 2, 0, and then now we've gone up 6 places, and so this bottom point is at negative 2, 6. And then look what happened to the equation. We added 6 to the entire right side. So this is the way the equation changes whenever you shift 2 places to the left, and this is what happens to it when you shift 6 places up. Now let's bring back those choices that we started with. This is the equation that we got, the function, and then going through the choices, here's the answer that we came up with right here. And so the answer to this problem is choice C.